Okay, so before starting this video, I just want to announce one thing. First of all, okay, so just let me introduce myself. So this is Azka, and I teach business and accounting to O-level students. So basically, I'm going to start my past paper sessions for May-June 2025 session, and I will be like discussing at least 10 years past paper with the marking scheme. And also we will discuss each and everything, and how the examiner will mark your each and every question, each and every part. And I will be sharing different tips and tricks with you that how you can minimize time for writing the paper, and how you can just write the answers, like the very productive answers, so that you can gain the maximum grades. So this is what we will be talking about in my past paper sessions. So if you are interested, so get enrolled. I'm going to start my group classes for especially for these past paper sessions. Okay. So for today, what we have, so we have this paper one, O levels business, and this is October-November 2024 paper one, variant two, and we have 1 hour 30 minutes to solve the whole paper. So as visual, I already solved the paper. So we just need to see that, how we can answer the questions. So the very first case study in which um, we are going to see that Avatar basically owns a car repair business, which operates in the private sector, and it is a small business with two full-time employees. And Avatar wants to find out the best way for a business to increase added value. And Avatar's business needs finance for many reasons, and Avatar wants to know how an economic recession might affect his business. So, first of all, we need to identify the two features of a private sector business. So now let's see. Okay, so this is the solve paper. Okay, so the feature of this. So first one is the ownership and control, and the second one is the profit motive. Next, we need to identify two reasons that why business might remain small. Okay. Mm, okay. So basically, I just forgot to write the answer for B, so I should write it here. Okay. So reason. We need to identify two reasons why business might remain small. So why they might remain small? First of all, less access to capital, and the second one is owners objective to remain small. Okay. Next one is that outline the one reason why Avatar might need each of the following types of finance. Okay. So why they need short-term finance? So Avatar might need short-term finance to cover the immediate operation expenses such as paying for parts of material required for car repairs or covering the unexpected cash flow gaps between payments from customer and due bills. The second thing is a long-term finance. So Avatar might need long-term finance to invest in the business expansion, such as purchasing new equipment or renovating the workshop to increase the capacity or improve service over an extended period of time. Part D is explained two ways an economic recession might affect the Avatar's business. So this is very easy. So how this will impact? First one is that it will reduce the demand for customer demand. So during economic recession, consumers tends to cut back on discretionary spending, including the non-essential services like car repairs. And this could lead to fewer customers seeking repairs and thus reducing Avatar's revenue and overall business activity. Okay, and the second one is the cash flow problems. This is also like economic recession problem. So cash flow problems means that in an economic downturn, customers may delay payments or become unable to pay for services. So this could create cash flow issues for Avtar's business, so making it difficult to cover the operating costs, such as paying for suppliers, employees' wages, and other expenses. Okay, now let's see the E part. So explain two ways a business can increase added value and which is likely to be the best way for a business to use justify your answer. So first of all, the first way we can improve the quality. So a business can increase added value by enhancing the quality of its products or services, so which allows it to charge higher prices. For example, Avatar could offer premium car repairs or additional services such as free vehicle inspections or guarantees on work, so attracting customers willing to pay more for high quality services. The second thing is efficient production methods. So business can increase added value by reducing costs through more efficient production methods such as streamlining operations, improving employee productivity, and adopting the technology that reduces the waste. For instance, Avatar could invest in modern tools or software to improve the speed and accuracy of repairs, reducing costs and increase the profitability. And now let's see that what is the best way. So best ways for Avatar businesses that for Avatar's small car repair business, improving the product quality is likely to best way to increase added value. So this strategy will help differentiate in his business from competitors and attract more customers and allow him to charge higher prices for the superior services. Given the personal nature of the car repairs and the reliance on customer trust, providing the exceptional quality will likely to have a longer lasting impact on customer loyalty and the business growth. So now let's see the second case study. Yeah, the second question, the second case study, that S&T is an ethical business and it manufactures a range of soft drinks using the batch production. So in 2023, S&T produced 300,000 bottles of soft drinks each week. There are many factors which affect how much inventory the business should hold. S&T's directors are planning to expand the business into new markets in other countries by forming joint venture. So they are considering licensing as another way to help overcome the potential problems of entering these new markets. So the first question is that we are going to define the licensing. So what is licensing? So licensing is a business arrangement in which one country, in which one company, the licensor, grants another company, the licensee, the rights to use its intellectual property, such as patents, trademarks, or brand names, in exchange for a fee or royalty. So this allows the licensee to produce and sell products or services under the licensor's brand or technology, typically in a specific market or region. Okay, and the next question, we need to identify the two factors which might affect how much inventory a business should hold. Okay, so there are two factors. First of all, of course, you should hold inventory. First of all, let's see that what is the demand for your product. And the second one is the storage cost. Outline two benefits of S&T using batch production. So what will be the benefits of using batch production? And it's very simple. First one is the flexibility. So batch production allows S&T to easily switch between different product types or flavors. So accommodating the changes in customer needs or seasonal variations without major disruptions to the production. Second benefit of batch production is that there will be the cost efficiency. So by producing in batches, SNT can benefit from economies of scale because they are increasing their output as producing larger quantity at once often reduces per unit cost for material and labor compared to smaller scale production methods. The D part is we need to explain one advantage and one disadvantage of 2SNT forming a joint venture when entering new markets in the business. Oh, sorry, in the other countries. So joint venture benefit and disadvantage and advantage. Okay, so the advantage of using joint venture is that joint venture allows SNG to share the financial risk and resources with a local partner, and by partnering with the company that has existing market knowledge and infrastructure, SMT can reduce the uncertainty and investment required to enter new international markets, increasing the chances of success. The disadvantage will be that a potential disadvantage is the loss of control over certain aspects of the business. So in a joint venture, decisions are made collaboratively with the partner and which may lead to conflicts of interest or slower decision-making processes. So S&T might not have full control over its brands, operations, or strategies in the new market. So yeah, the next question. Do you think the advantages to a business of being ethical are greater than the disadvantages? Justify your answer. Okay, first of all, we need to write the one advantage and one disadvantage of being ethical. So in advantage of being ethical, first advantage is that it will enhance the reputation and brand loyalty. So ethical businesses tends to build trust and positive relationship with customers, employees, and investors. So this can lead to increased brand loyalty, repeat customers, and strong reputation, all of which are valuable assets. However, ethical practices such as paying fair wages, sourcing materials. I have written, as you can see, that more, I think, three or four advantages and two disadvantages, but you need to only pick one advantage and one disadvantage in this particular person. Okay, so however, ethical practices such as paying for higher wages, fair wages, sourcing materials responsibly, or ensuring the environmentally friendly production methods may come with higher upfront costs. And in the short term, this could reduce the profit margins. So, in conclusion, while there are some challenges to being ethical, the long-term advantages such as enhanced reputation and customer loyalty and sustained growth typically outweigh a short-term disadvantage like higher costs. So business that focus on the ethical practices often enjoy more resilient and profitable position in the market over time. So therefore, advantage of being ethical are generally greater than the disadvantage, particularly in an increasingly socially conscious business environment. So now let's see the question number three, that HRO manufactures the children's toys. It is a private limited company. The main objective of HRO's shareholders is to increase the profit. This might conflict with the objective of other stakeholder groups, including its 30 suppliers. Okay, so this is case study number three, that HRO manufactures children's toys. It is a private limited company, and the main objective of HRO's shareholders is to increase the profit. This might conflict with the objectives of other stakeholders groups, including its 30 suppliers. So HRO's managing directors knows that market research can help when making marketing decisions, and the finance director is preparing HRO statement of financial position and index search is shown as in table 3.1. So this is we have the value of non-current assets, which is 480 million, I guess. And current assets are 250, current liabilities are 200, non-current liabilities are 300. First of all, we need to define that what is a non-current asset. So this is a very simple question. So here you can see the answer that non-current assets are the long-term assets that are expected to provide the economic benefits to a business for more than 1 year. So these assets are not intended for sale in the normal course of business and are used to support the company's operations. Examples include the property, plant, machinery, intangible assets like patents and trademarks. In the next question, we need to find out the current ratio. So the current ratio is like very easy. What you have to do, it's you just need to divide the current assets with the current liabilities. So this is the formula for current ratio, which is current assets divided by current liability. So we have the current asset, which is 250,000, and current liability, which is $200,000. So divide the current assets with the current liability. So we have 1.25. So HRO's current ratio is 1.25. It means that for every dollar of current liability, HRO has a $1.25 in current assets, which indicates the company is in a relative stable position to meet its short-term obligations. Okay. So state whether each of the following would be classified as a current asset or as a current liability. Okay. So first of all, we have the trade receivable. This is the current asset. So trade receivable are amounts that owe to business by customers for goods or services provided in credit, and these are expected to be converted into cash within a year. Trade payables are a part of current liability. So trade payables represents the amounts owed by the business to suppliers for goods or services purchased on credit and are expected to be settled within a year. Overdraft is a current liability, and overdraft is a short-term borrowing arrangement with the bank where the business can withdraw more money than its current account balance and usually repayable within a year. Last one is inventory. This is the current asset. So inventory refers to the goods and materials held for sale or production and it is expected to be sold or used within a year, making it a current asset. Okay. The next question is the D part. We have to explain one way the objective of HRO's shareholders to increase profit might conflict with the objective of each of the following stakeholders: customers and suppliers. So first of all, we have the first, which is customers. So explanation is that objective of HRO shareholders to increase profit might conflict with the objective of customer if it leads to higher prices. So in order to increase profits, HRO might reduce costs, possibly by cutting product quality or increasing the prices. So customers may prioritize value for money and high quality products. So increasing prices or lowering the quality could drive them away and negatively affecting the customer satisfaction and the loyalty. The second one is the um, suppliers. So shareholders' goal of increasing profits might lead to हेलो वालेकुम सलाम जी हाँ जी हाँ जी okay. So basically shareholders goal of increasing the profit might lead to a conflict with suppliers if HRO pressured them to reduce prices or extended the payment terms. So to boost profitability, HRO might seek to lower the cost of raw material or delay payments, which could strain suppliers relationship. Suppliers may not be willing to agree to the lower prices, and as this could affect their own profitability, leading to a potential conflict over pricing and payment in terms. Okay, and now let's see the other question. Do you think the advantage to a business of using the primary market research are greater than the disadvantages? Justify your answer. So yes, advantage of using primary market research are generally greater than the disadvantage. So now we're going to discuss why. So advantages of primary market research is that there would be specific and relevant data. So primary market research provides that data is tailored specifically to the business needs. And this allows businesses to obtain the accurate and relevant information regarding customers' preferences, market trends, and competitors' activities, which can lead to more informed decision. However, there is a cost of primary research can be expensive, especially when it involves the surveys, focus group, or in-depth interviews. So these costs include paying for participants, research staff, and data analysis, which can be prohibitive for small businesses. So despite the disadvantage, the advantage of primary market research are generally more impactful, especially for businesses that want specific up-to-date and actionable data tailored to their needs. While it may involve higher cost time and insights gained are often more valuable and can lead to better strategic decisions and a stronger competitive position. So thus, for the business seeking a deep understanding of their target market, the advantages outweigh the disadvantages. Okay, so the first now the last case study is that TLA is a large hotel with 200 rooms and 3,000 employees. Many of these employees are member of a trade union, and managing director is planning to expand the business, but is worried about the possible diseconomy scale as TLA grows. So human resource director has been asked to review two managers, and she knows it is important that all managers use the most appropriate leadership style, and all of TLA new employees receive the induction training. So the first part that identify one advantage and one disadvantage to employee of being members of a trade union. So we just need to identify the one advantage, one disadvantage. So the first advantage is that there will be the collective bargaining power. The second disadvantage is union dues. Okay, so if you don't know the what is union dues, you can just read from here. But since the question was asked just to identify the advantage and disadvantage, you just need to identify. Now we are going to see the benefits and imitation of the induction training. So benefit will be the faster integration. So induction training helps new employees understand the company's culture, policies and procedures, and helping them to integrate into the workplace more quickly and effectively. This can improve the productivity and reduce the time it takes for them to become fully effective in their roles. Limitation is that time and resource intensive. Induction training can be time consuming and resource intensive for the company as it requires dedicated time from managers and trainers. So this may disrupt the regular operations and incur costs in terms of training materials and the personnel. Okay. The C part is outlined the one reason why each of the following stages of recruitment might be important for TLA. First one is job description, second one is the job advertisement. Okay. So why job description is important? So it will clarity of roles and expectations. So job description is essential as it defines the responsibilities, skills, and qualifications required for the roles. And this helps ensure that candidates understand that is expected from them and that TLA attracts the applicants who meet the specific criteria, thereby improving the recruitment process. Second one is the job advertisement, so it will attract the right candidate. So a well-crafted job advertisement is important because it is the primary tool used to attract the potential candidates. So it must clearly communicate to the job role, required skills, and benefits of working at TLA. So ensuring that it reaches the right pool of talent and encourage the qualified applicants to apply. The next question is explain two possible diseconomies of scale as TLA grows. Okay. So here we have the diseconomy of scale of one, diseconomy of scale two. So first diseconomy of scale is increase the bureaucracy. So as TLA grows, the business will likely expand its structure and layers for management, and this can result in more formal procedures, rules, and reporting the requirements. So employees may face delays in decision making due to the need to go through multiple levels of management for approvals. And this bureaucratic system can reduce the efficiency and slow down the company's ability to adopt to changes quickly, ultimately increasing the operational cost and reducing the company's responsiveness. The second disadvantage scale is communication breakdown. And this is very common discount scale. We used to see whenever the organization is going large. So as TLA grows, the number of employees and departments will increase, of course, so which can lead to communication challenges, and information may not flow as smoothly between different levels of organizations, and important messages could be lost or misinterpreted. And this can cause confusions, errors, and inefficiencies, which can hinder the productivity and create frustration among the employees. So, in larger organizations, maintaining effective communication becomes more challenging and costly, leading to a reduction in overall efficiency. Now, I think we are going to see the last question of this paper. And the last question is that do you think the advantage of manager using a democratic style are greater than the disadvantage for a business? Justify your answer. So yes, advantage of manager using democratic style are greater than the disadvantage for a business. So here's why. First of all, let's discuss the advantage of democratic style. So first advantage is employee engagement and motivation. So a democratic style involves employees in decision making, making them feel valued and respected. And this increased engagement boosts morale and often leads to high productivity as employees feel more invested in the company's success. However, it is time consuming, so decision making can be slower in democratic style as it involves consulting employees and gathering opinions before reaching a conclusion. So this can delay actions and reduce the business ability to act quickly in fast-paced environment. So in conclusion, while the democratic business style has some disadvantages such as time delay in decision making and potential conflicts, the advantage generally outweigh the negatives. So the increased engagement, better collaboration, and high quality decision making that come with the democratic style can lead to a more productive and positive workplace environment, which ultimately benefits the business in the long term. Therefore, for TLA, this style is likely to be more beneficial as business grows. So this is what we need to complete, and we have completed. So again, if you are interested to take my past paper session, we will be discussing the case study in more depth. So yeah, so if you just want to a deep analysis of the case studies and deep analysis of the questions and how we should write it, how we should, complete the assessment of the requirement, application analysis, and evaluation and knowledge. And for accounting, of course, we'll discuss each and every concept. Like let's suppose if you are discussing one question and if you're not understanding, we can discuss the concepts behind it also. So by doing that, you can revise your whole syllabus and also you can revise the past papers. So if you are interested, you can just text me on WhatsApp. You can find out my WhatsApp number under this video, like in the comment section of this video. And also, if you just go to my bio, the information about my channel, so you will get the Facebook link and the Instagram ID link there, and you can contact me. Goodbye.